The wonders of life got the prettiest side for everyone to enjoy. Standing up close by the Christmas tree, glimmering light, I am right where I wanna be. I will be home for a couple of days, wander around with you. You and me in the cold, thought it'd never be true. Wherever I go, I got you. Oh, I have stopped running, there is no way trying. You better loosen your belt. Drinking hot wine by the fire, don't care of anything else. It's Christmas.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the 25 Days of Christmas and Advent podcast, where we watch one Christmas movie or special every day until Christmas. I am Patricia, and I'm here with my sister Carlene.
Hi everyone.
Today we're going to be talking about a Christmas special, and one that was actually requested by one of our listeners. When we were looking through our comments on some of the specials that we were talking about, one of which was the Klaus discussion, you actually responded to one person who said that they wanted us to talk about a particular Christmas special that came out in 1982, which is called The Snowman.
Let's give a shout out to this listener, because thank you very much for your recommendation.
Absolutely. And this person who actually recommended this was PhantomKitten. So thank you very much, PhantomKitten, for your request on us talking about The Snowman.
And also your recommendation. You know, we asked for some recommendations and you provided one, and we actually went ahead and watched it. I've never seen it before, so this was my first time.
Yes, and I have actually seen it multiple times over the years, but it has been a long time since I have seen it, so it was nice to come back to it more or less with a fresh perspective. So let's give a summary on The Snowman.
So maybe you can start, Patty, and then I'll give you, as a first-time watcher, what my summary of it was.
Okay, so this was based off of a book that came out in 1978, written by Raymond Briggs, a very well-known British children's author. In fact, this is a British Christmas special provided by Channel 4, which we have actually talked about in the past, if you remember from the podcast that Aaron and I did many years ago discussing about Father Ted. This is a television channel that has talked about hardcore news, and they've also had a lot of various sitcoms that were able to push the boundaries of what was featured compared to the BBC. And very similar to how Rudolph and Frosty is here in America, The Snowman is a staple when it comes to Christmas specials. It is very popular. It has stage shows. It has orchestrated music that is played throughout every year. It is a very, very popular Christmas special. And yeah, so let's just talk about it.
Okay. Well, you correct me as I go along, but to me, the first time watching this, it seems to be a story about a boy who builds a snowman, and as he goes to sleep, he's so excited and so interested in the snowman he's built. And as a child, you know, like with their innocence, believes maybe the snowman is cold outside or bored, or so he goes out and he invites the snowman in, and he shares with the snowman a little bit of his life, bringing him room by room, showing him different interesting things, and they enjoy that. They also go for a midnight drive around town. I don't know if it's midnight, but a late night drive around town on their dad's motorcycle. And as the evening is ending, the snowman, I guess, decides to share a little bit of magic with the boy and takes him to what appears to be the North Pole.
Yes.
Where there's a bunch of other snowmen waiting for him, and they have a party. Little boy is able to meet Santa, gets to meet the reindeer, and gets to leave with a gift. Returns home and says goodbye to the snowman, goes to sleep, and when he wakes up, the snowman is no longer there. So it just kind of tells you the night of one magical encounter with a boy and the snowman he built.
Yes. So I think that this is a wonderful Christmas special. It's beautiful. The animation is absolutely gorgeous, capturing the art style of Raymond Briggs. It has wonderful scope with the atmosphere in terms of the flying scenes and the snow, and just looking at every single corner of the trees, and just getting just drinking in the atmosphere of winter. It really just makes me want to see snow around here.
What I really loved as a first time watcher of this, at first, the score, the music that it opens up to, is so beautiful.
Yeah.
And little into it, I realized, wait, there are no words. And so the whole thing relies on this beautiful music, and it does a great job of that. The music intertwines so well with the story that it evokes the emotion that it needs to, scene by scene. And two, sometimes I wish I had, more, artistic language to understand the different styles in which things are produced. So I can't tell you exactly the right way how this is, the animation to this, but it is, like Patty says, so beautiful. It literally looks like it's a drawn image with pencil and chalk and marker and what is that, the charcoal?
Yeah, charcoal.
And it's like someone waved their magic wand and brought that to life. It's literally like a moving, drawn image.
Yeah.
It looks like it's coming from the book. It doesn't look like it has any kind of computerized technique to it. It literally looks like a drawn image moving.
I mean, it was 1982,
it's
so
beautiful.
Yeah, we were looking at this through like a widescreen TV, and this special came out almost 40 years ago, and it still looks fantastic.
Yeah, I love it. I think it's wholesome. It's like whimsical. It's a beautiful story. It's like childish and like innocent. The snowman is interested and excited about very small things that the little boy chooses to share with him. And I loved the little snowman party in the North Pole, and everyone's happy to be there, and they're so excited that this kid's here. I love the music. You're right, the illustration of the animals. There's a lot of animals in here, and there's a beautiful illustration of that. And the themes, you feel the excitement, the joy, you feel like that desire for the cold, because they have so many beautiful images of snow and cold and winter. And then at the end, when the snowman melts, I think personally a little prematurely, it still seems very cold out, but when he melts, inevitably, you feel that the boy is sad. And it evokes that emotion through the music and through the visuals.
Yeah. And I think that it definitely has that sense of emotion that you get to feel really happy and whimsical, but then there's also that really sad moment, especially with the ending. I remember a quote from Dr. Seuss where he said, "Don't cry that it's over, smile that it happened."
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, and that's a wonderful thing to almost like impart to this kid, because he did have such a magical night, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've never seen it. I enjoyed the recommendation. I liked it a lot. It was really pretty.
Yeah. So let's talk about how we would rate this. So should we watch it every year, once every few years, or once and never again?
I think for me personally, I wouldn't probably watch it every year. I don't know if I have to watch it every year. But I would watch it every few years. Like every couple of years down the road, throw it on, or share it with someone who's never watched it. That would be fun.
Oh, yeah.
But even though I really enjoyed it, and it's both simple and has its little deep moments, I think probably I wouldn't add it to my every year, but every couple of years.
Okay. Yeah, I would do the same as well. I mean, just like I literally said, I haven't seen this movie in years, but coming back to it, it really shows me that, hey, this special is amazing, and I really appreciate it every time that I see it. So, yeah, this is something that I would watch every few years and just enjoy the whimsy and the magic and the wonder that it brings. So, yeah, that's how I would see it.
Yeah, me too.
All right, so rating of Santas.
I think I feel comfortable giving it like a 3.5 out of or a 4.
I would give it a 4.
Yeah, I think it's definitely holds its own. It's very good. I think it can reach a lot of different people. Young and old can both enjoy.
Yeah, especially since there's no dialogue to this. So anybody who doesn't speak like a certain language or...
That's a great point.
You can be able to just tune into it and you can actually understand due to the music and the body movement.
That's an awesome point.
Yeah.
I didn't see it that way, but it's so true. It's even more versatile. And, it needs less translation. It's just what you feel and how you perceive a lot of it.
With the exception of the song Walking in the Air, it's completely silent.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
Well, not silent because the music counts
as
sound.
But, there's no dialogue, I would say.
Right, okay.
So, yeah, that should be it for our discussion of The Snowman. So, I want to thank you, Phantom Kitten, once again for the recommendation. And if you have any Christmas movies or specials that you would like for us to see, then please let us know in the comments below. How would you rank The Snowman? Would you see it every year, once every few years, once and never again? And how many Santas would you rate it? Tune in next time as we're going to be talking about another Christmas movie or special. So, until then, we will see you later.
Bye, guys.
Gaze upon the sky, Christmas on my mind, somewhere from a place up high above. There's a song of love, travel